All right, Shalom Yasharallah. Before we get started, we'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching of well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And give me 1 second, Salakia. All right, Salaki about that. Yeah, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching of well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back with another video, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is going to be a news and privacy. All right, I haven't done one of these in a minute, so, and that's the new year, so-called new year. So now why not, kick it off with this, and the subtitle is 2025 is live. All right. And if you haven't, if you've been if you've been under a rock, which you shouldn't be, a lot of things is going on, man. All right. A lot of we're 2 days into the new year, and it's the Lord is moving. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that's the Most High's name, and His Son's name, or Yahweh. All right, meaning He is the Heavenly Father's name. Bahashem, meaning in the name. All right, Yahweh Shai is the Son's name. Okay, the Spirit of the Lord is moving, man. Okay, and then 2025 is the hopeful year, which the Elder Apostle Tahar named it, the hopeful year of our deliverance, destruction, and judgment on Esau. All right, and let's start with this one. This from the People's Voice. It says an omen. All right, lightning strikes U.S. Capitol on New Year's Eve. See, and this was I believe it happened around. I believe it was like early in the morning or before the New Year came in, right? It says lightning struck the U.S. Capitol and the Empire State Building on the final night of 2024, with many wondering if it might be a good omen. Man, it ain't no good omen, man. All right. The head of Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th. Social media was buzzing as a series of lightning bolts hit the U.S. Capitol building and Washington Monument in D.C., as well as the Empire State Building and One World Trade Center in New York City on New Year's Eve on Tuesday. And I'll play the video. Wow. Whatever. Matter of fact, I'll go look it up. Lightning strikes. Yeah, let me see. Not that one. Don't even got the video up. All these videos old. It's all good, It's all good. You can go look it up, on your own. Maybe on Google will probably bring it up. Let me see. Lightning strikes. Yeah, let's see. Yep, all right, let's do that. So I'm gonna play it from here. I'm gonna replay it. All right. And it hit the Capitol. It also hit other places too. But you can look the rest up. But yeah, as you saw in the video, it struck the Capitol, and he said struck the. Let's read it again. It says social media was buzzing as a series of lightning bolts hit the U.S. Capitol building and Washington Monument in D.C., as well as the Empire State Building and One World Trade Center in New York City on New Year's Eve on Tuesday. The strikes occurring amid heavy rain along the East Coast, and it was a thunderstorm that night. I remember that because my lights were flickering. But it says, and Elder Pastor Hart said his power went out for like 2 seconds and it came back on. It says, and quickly sparked widespread speculation on social media with some commenters, commenters suggesting it could be a symbolic sign. It says this comes as the U.S. President Joe Biden prepares to leave office, and Donald Trump is set to return to the White House on January 20th. And I think they got him right here, so let's look at him. So that was the Washington, I believe, the Capitol. That was the Empire State Building, I'm guessing. And this is the monument. So it hit all three. All right. It says Utah Senator Mike Lee shared a video of the Capitol strike, writing, "Feels like an omen." What it's telling us. It says Pamela Hensley, a conservative commentator with over 186,000 followers on X, echoed that sentiment, writing, "This is a good indication that the Lord Almighty wants the Biden administration to leave." It says Tricia Flanagan, a Republican politician from New Jersey, wrote, "The Capitol is struck by lightning, Washington Monument right after and thunder roars. All that 2025 is ushered in is going to be biblical," and it's gonna, a lot of things are gonna start popping off, man. As we see already, it says another user, Sovereign Bra, suggested it feels like an omen. I wonder what God is telling us. All right, and the Lord is about to get down, man. Let's get one real quick. Let's get Luke 21 and 25, the return of Yahushua, right? It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of the heavens shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh." See, there's gonna be signs in the heavens, and that lightning strike was a sign, man, from the Lord. That was an omen. A lot of people think it's good, but we know that it's gonna be the Lord about to bring something, man. Okay, let's get let's cross-reference it. Oh, let's get Joel. That's another one. Joel 2. All right, it's the day of the Lord. It says, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come." These are the signs in the heavens that the Lord's going to show. It says, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord have said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call." You see, and we're seeing, we're gonna see more of this stuff. It's already January 2nd, so 2025 is gonna, it's gonna show a lot of things, man. Right? Let's get something else now. Let's get rid Let's get this right here. Dumbass ass. This is from End Time Headlines. This is an update from New Orleans. They call it a terror attack. It says death toll climbs to 15 from New Orleans terror attack, dozens injured. An army veteran who was hell bent on killing as many people as possible drove a rented pickup truck around barricades and plowed his vehicle through a crowd of New Orleans revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans at a high rate of speed, leaving at least 15 dead and injuring dozens of others early Wednesday, city and federal officials said. After mowing down numerous people over a 3-block stretch on the famed thoroughfare while firing shots into the crowd, the suspect, identified by sources as Shamsud Din Jabbar, who's 42, allegedly got out of the truck wielding an assault rifle and opened fire on police officers. Law enforcement officials briefed on the incident told ABC News. Officers returned fire, killing Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas, sources said. At least 2 police officers were injured, one by gunfire and the other was hurt when officer was pinned by the truck, authorities said. Althea Duncan, assistant special agent in the charge of FBI New Orleans field office, said investigators do not believe Jabbar acted alone. We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible, Duncan said during a news conference Wednesday afternoon. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associated. That's why we need the public's help. We are asking if anybody had any interaction with Shamsud Din Jabbar in the last 72 hours that you contact us. New Orleans police have reviewed surveillance video that appears to show several people planning a potential explosive devices in advance of a vehicle attack, which led them to believe he was not solely responsible, sources said. Investigators are urgently working to identify the individuals who were seen on camera and take them into custody. Duncan said Jabbar was an Army veteran. In addition to the assault rifle, Jabbar was allegedly armed with a handgun, sources told ABC News. And they labeled this a terror attack, and it was a lot of things happening, man. There was let's get this from the End Time, also from End Time Headlines. It says, developing FBI carries out investigation in Houston related to terror attack in New Orleans. The FBI says their agents and the Harris County Sheriff's Office are currently conducting law enforcement activity in Houston in relation to the deadly truck attack in New Orleans on Wednesday morning. The agency says their personal and specialized teams will be at the location near the intersection of Hugh Road and Crescent Peak Drive in North Houston for several hours. The FBI has secured a perimeter of and the public is asked to avoid the area. Because of the ongoing investigation, the FBI declined to provide further information. 15 people were killed and dozens more injured when a man intentionally drove down Bourbon Street early New Year's morning, authorities said. And they go into what happened in New Orleans, So, hey, the Lord is moving, man. Right? And the times we're coming into is going to get worse and worse. Let's get 1 Peter, all right? Matter of fact, before we read that, let's get Romans 13 and 11. And it reads, and that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. And those people out there doing? They were getting drunk, all right, reveling, I'm pretty sure they heard the word of the Lord, because it's known that it's a GMS camp. All right, brothers down there in New Orleans, they preach around the corner from that area. So they heard the people out there, they hear the word, man, but they walk right past walk right past the brothers, ignoring the word of the Lord. Let's read this in NLT. All right, Romans 13:11. This is all more urgent, for you know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer than when we believe. Salakia. I'm reading again. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer now than when we first believe. The night is already almost gone. The day of our salvation will soon be here. So remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes, and put on the shining armor of the right living. Because we belong to the day. We must live decent lives for all to see. Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties and drunkenness, or in sexual promiscuity and immoral living, or in quarreling and jealousy. Instead, clothe yourselves with the presence of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and don't let yourself think about ways to indulge your evil desires. You see? Because of the time is short, man. We don't have time to, especially the times we're in right now. We don't have time to indulge in giving to the flesh as much. You gotta give more time to the spirit, and learn things of the spirit, and learn things of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Getting to the word and studying, doing videos, meeting up with the brothers, right? Doing stuff like that. Now let's read First Peter 5:8. And it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right? Look at that word vigilant. Or let's get sober first. Sober is napho. It says to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit, to be temperate. It says dispassionate. Let's see what they mean by this. Dispassionate, not influenced by strong emotion, and so able to and so able to be rational and impartial, unemotional. Dispassionate. You can't let your emotions get the best of you, man. So it says to be temperate, dispassionate, circumspect. Right? Look up circumspect. It says wary and unwilling to take risks. No. Cautious. All right, gotta be very cautious in the times that we're in right now. Right? It said to abstain from wine, keep sober. Figuratively, be sober, watch. Right? And vigilant. Gregorio, it says to watch, give strict attention to, be cautious, active, to take heed lest through remission and indolence some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. And that's the perfect definition of what happened in New Orleans, man. All right, they weren't taking heed because they were drunk. Salakia. They were giving into the flesh. They were drunk, out in the streets, celebrating New Year's or on New Year's Eve, right? It says it says, i.e. watch, be vigilant. So we know what it means. All right. Let's look it up. It says, keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. See? Watchful. Perfect definition. Let's read it again. It says, First Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking who he may devour, man. All right, and this devil is walking out, seeking who he may devour, especially you Jakes out here. All right, there's a spiritual demon, Satan, right? But there's also Esau, Edom, Let's see what the NLT says. It says, 1 Peter 5:8, NLT, stay alert. Watch out for Salakia. Stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. You see? So we gotta be vigilant, man, especially in the times we're in. Right? Let's get this. Always get this one. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Perilous means dangerous. All right, we're in those times right now. Like I said, we're already in the the second day of January, and a lot of things are happening. People are getting judgment is going out. The Lord is giving out judgment. That's what is really happening. And also right here, excuse me, NYPD seeking gunmen after 10 people wounded outside Queens venue. The New York Police Department is seeking information in relation to a shooting outside the Amazura nightclub in Jamaica, Queens, that wounded 10 people on New Year's Day in the evening. About 3 or 4 males opened fire more than 30 times on a group standing outside the event space before fleeing on foot and then into a light-colored sedan. Chief of Patrol Philip Rivera said at a press conference on Thursday. The victims, 6 of them female and 4 male, were recovered, he said. Rivera said authorities are still asserting a motive, but made clear it's not terrorism. He said there were about 90 people inside the event space in the upstairs, which was being used for a private event. I guess that's all it had. Let's try to get another one. Let's refresh this. Let's go to CBS News. It says police are searching for 4 suspects after they opened fire into a crowd of 15 people standing outside of an event space in Jamaica, Queens. 10 teenagers were hurt in the shooting, which happened just after 11:15 p.m. on New Year's Day outside the Amazura Concert Hall on 144th Place. Late night in Queens, a memorial for a teen lost to gun violence turned to horror when gunmen opened fire on the crowd, including several young people who are now hospitalized. This cannot be our normal. It says this cannot be our normal. We are working with authorities to bring the perpetrators to justice, Governor Kathy Hochul said. It says police said about 90 people were inside the address for a private event. Police sources told CBS News New York they were attending a vigil for 16-year-old Terrion Mungo, who was shot and killed last October. Sources said his mother booked the hall for what could have been his birthday. While the concert hall called it an isolated incident, police sources said officers had been called to the location for previous incidents. Sources also said the shooting appears to be gang-related. The venue was at a capacity, and a line of about 15 people were waiting outside. Law enforcement sources say they were waiting to get into a celebration of life ceremony. Police said that's when 4 men walking down 91st Avenue approached the crowd and fired about 30 shots. They then ran to 143rd Place, and when they got in a light-colored sedan with New Jersey license plate, according to police, surveillance video shows 4 people running toward the venue, and then less than 20 seconds later, it appears the same 4 can be seen running away. Zero tolerance for these senseless shootings, these horrible acts of violence on our streets, and those responsible for this crime will be apprehended, NYPD Chief of Patrol Philip Rivera says. And you go more into it, man. All right? I'm showing you it's getting more wicked out here. Okay? The wickedness is increasing. Matter of fact, I can't really think of it. Let's get this one right here, Matthew 24 and Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. See? And iniquity is what? Wickedness. I'll show you. Let's go into it. The word iniquity is anomia. It says the condition of law, the condition of without law, because ignorant of it, because of violating it, contempt and violation of the law, iniquity, wickedness. You see, and the law is what? Transgression of the law right here says, okay, which is the laws of that was given to who? Israel. Unrighteousness. You see? So people it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You see? So people are, hey, it's getting more wicked out here, man. That's all you really can say. You know? See what you cross-reference it real quick. Get another translation. It says NLT, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. Right? NET, and because lawlessness will increase so much, the love of many will grow cold. That's, and because ESV, and because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold. Same thing. All right. So, you get the point, man. See? I believe I had one more. I think that was it. Oh, no. Yep. It says, this from AP News. Soldier shot self in head before a cyber truck exploded. All right, outside Trump's Las Vegas hotel, officials say. Right? And this is from, this is today. This is the highly decorated army soldier inside a Tesla Cybertruck packed with fireworks that exploded outside Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas shot himself in the head just before detonation, authorities said Thursday. The explosion caused minor injuries to 7 people, but virtually no damage to the hotel. Clark County Sheriff Kevin McHale said Matthew Livelsberger, a Green Beret, likely planned a more damaging attack, but the steel-sided vehicle absorbed much of the force from the credulely built explosive. Damage from the blast was almost limited to the interior of the truck because the explosion vented out and up and didn't hit the Trump hotel doors just a few feet away, the sheriff said. The level of sophistication is not what we would expect from an individual with this type of military experience, said Kenny Cooper, a special agent in charge for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. It says authorities are still working to determine a motive. It's not lost on us that is in front of the Trump building that it's a Tesla vehicle, but we don't have information at this point that definitively tells us or suggests it was because of this particular ideology, says Spencer Evans, Las Vegas FBI special agent in charge. A handgun was found at the feet of the man in the driver's seat, who officials believe is Livelsberger, 37 of Colorado. McMahill said the shot appeared to be self-inflicted, officials said. You go more into that if you want. So, evils are increasing, man. This was the times that we're in, right? Matter of fact, second address is 14. Second address 14 and 13. It says, now set thy house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them that as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts, and cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. See, so greater evils are coming, man. So you can't worry about let's get this in a different translation. Can't worry about the things that pertain to the flesh, right? We gotta take care of, we take care of things that we, brothers pay bills, car notes and stuff like that. But this is just 14 and 13 G and T. So set your house in order, which is your body. Warn your people, comfort those who are humble, and teach those who are wise. Then say goodbye to this mortal life. Put earthly cares away from you. Throw down your human burdens, and lay aside your weak human nature. Put all anxieties aside, and get ready to leave this world quickly. It says you have seen many evil things already, but far worse things are about to happen. As the world grows older and weaker, the evils will come upon its people, will multiply. You see? So wickedness and evil is about to multiply, man. And it's all, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We're praying and hoping that we're not of that number. We're protected from these evils, from these judgments that the Lord's about to bring. We're part of that hopeful elect. So, Lord willing, us was edifying. It's a lucky, I did a lot of stuttering, but, that's what it is. So Lord willing was edifying to you brothers and sisters out here. All right. We don't give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching Ruel. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will was edified. To the next video, I'm going to say, Shalom.